Got a dirty right rear for you.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Just soak them because I'm gonna try to figure out a way to spray them down with. What I really need is a foam cannon.
We can get one. It'll attach to the pressure washer.
I need that attachment, but I'm gonna try to make something tonight and maybe use a sprayer or something to get some soap on them so you don't have to hit them so hard. All right, guys, we're back. It's a Thirsty Thursday. Just got the car off the jack stands, or on the jack stands. What the hell am I saying? And gonna pull some mud off the car, the excess, and we're wash up the tires as you see Eric doing. And I'm gonna do some more stuff in the nose, but gonna get it rolling here. All right, while he's doing that, I gotta get this nose once again bent back into shape. It's supposed to be 100 and something on Sunday, so I think I'll let the sunlight heat it up real good, and I'll try to jack it up and push it out a little bit, and hopefully the sun and the heat will kind of make this plastic a little more pliable. It's digging downward right here, and as you see right there too. All right, so it turns out our pressure washer here has a little tank built into it. I'm assuming that once this guy's full, it somehow intermix in this machine and come out the end of the hose with the water, soap water mix. I don't know, but it'd be very helpful to get all the dirt off these tires and not to soak them and then hit them and then soak them and then hit them. We're gonna figure it out. All right, we're live on the electric power washer. Billy Picker Eric brought over some twisted teas.
On sale.
Pretty good for $1.50. All right, so we try max first, you think?
Yeah, probably.
Let her rip. I don't know what this is over here. Oh, that's the
main pressure.
Yeah, it's the motor. Well, we'll see. It's working. Hit it. Cool. Soap them up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna start some tire prep right now. Eric's on the car, getting all the mud out of it. If you guys haven't seen our homemade tire prep stand, well, check it out. It's an old axle, exhaust clamp, and an engine stand. So I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping some tires here and check out this badass light. Skylar, I decided to mount it right here for the time being and get a little light out here so we can work right in front of the garage a little bit at nighttime when it gets dark, when the sun goes down. So gonna get going on that. Just some grinding probably on the tires for now. And happy Thirsty Thursday. Oh, and by the way, if you guys haven't watched our last video, we raced Antioch last time, and been really trying to work hard on getting the car set up right, and we got closer, but we weren't all the way there. We got second place. It's only 5 cars, so not a big deal, but the car is a lot quicker than it has been in the past. Just got to keep on tuning on it. So I think the plan is to race next weekend at Antioch on the 12th, if everything comes together. If not, then it'll be the 26th at Stockton. But we're gonna keep on working and see what we can get done. Baby, look at that. Nice and lit up. Badass light. All right, getting to grinding on this guy. I think it's time for a wash. every single one of these, I guess, I didn't feel like tightening. And the worst part about it is it's a Saturday and I haven't even had one beer yet. So this is a sober mistake. She didn't fall off going from the garage to here, but that was the only one. All the other ones are tight. I got this thing out here soaking a little bit with the water, getting the mud kind of a little bit more easily wipe offable, if you will. And so I'm just kind of thinking out loud here about stuff I want to do for this next weekend at Antioch. That's pretty much the plan. We're going to try to make that race the 12th, August 12th at Antioch. So to kind of recap a little bit about the last race and what I want to do on the car, change up wise, and that is I want to do some more on the chassis, do some different things. So I was looking at the pictures from the photographer in the last race, and it just looks like in the middle of the corner that left rear tire is all curled up, folded, and you can just tell that thing is digging. And the problem is this thing is tight in the middle of the corner on the gas, so that left rear tire digging so hard is trying to throw this car towards the wall, not through the straight or down the straightaway and through the turn. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit out of that left rear chain, so this thing is not dropping so far out of the sky. It looks like it's just dropping way too far. So I'm going to take a little bit out, not a lot out, but I'm going to take a little bit out of the left rear, and hopefully that will make it more balanced on the rear end and give that right rear tire a little more drive. And there's some stuff on the front end I want to change too. Just with the ride height, I think I'm still not quite there yet. And then I'm going to go do a stiffer right rear spring to kind of get this car a little more freed up and drivable. But it was a lot better this last round after we made all the changes on it. As you guys know, the car is for sale, so I'm still trying to sell it, but we're going to race it as hard as we can until that day comes, and hopefully start winning here pretty soon. We got second last race, and I don't think the car was that far off for the main. Definitely was pretty far out to lunch in the heat race, but you don't win money on the heat race. So that's the plan. We got to do some more maintenance though, because this thing, I don't know what the deal is, but I bought that high dollar fancy 3-bladed Jones Racing Products fan, and this thing still, after a green checkered race, 20 laps, was 225. Granted, it was 105 outside, but still, I think that's a little bit too warm for me, my comfort zone there. So do some maintenance on the car. I want to take the radiator out, knock all the mud out of it, get it cleaned up. Got to do an oil change and some other little miscellaneous things, nut and bolt on the car. So that's what we're going to do this week and get this thing faster for next week. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my hand in here and get some soap on the car, let it rip. All right, so it's a new day, same situation. Another $1.50 Twisted Tea. This time it's the grill master himself, the Morgan Wallen, the Joe Dirt, whatever you want to call him. Nice guy. These things hit when it's 100 degrees outside. Pretty good when they're ice cold, at least. All right, so she's all washed up, shined up, and Livia just came home with the hoopty, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to squeeze this bad boy between there and the house and put her back in the garage so the fluorescent numbers don't fade any more than they already have. Hold this camera. He's live from Knightson. Alright, so if I get too close, let me know. A little slippery. make it.
Alright.
Tight squeeze, man. Tight squeeze. I still forgot to tighten up that left front. Look at the lug nuts. This is what Bruce did. He did that kind of lug nut tightening right there. And then they fired his ass. Alright, taking a pee.
Oh, she wet.
Okay, like I said, I'm gonna get this radiator out of here and knock all the mud out of it. But a little bit of an announcement here. It's Thursday again, and our race on the 12th got canceled and then turned into a practice session. So we're still gonna be on the track, but we're not racing. I don't know why the track did it, but it is what it is. We only had 5 cars last time, so I really don't blame them. But it's gonna be good to get out there and get some more testing in. Definitely want to try some more stuff on the car, but it's getting close. But we're gonna get all the maintenance done for now, change the oil, and do some more little miscellaneous stuff. I got the nose probably about 90% done. Got to do a little body work here on the fender and the side, but that's all kind of small stuff I can probably do on the day of the race. But got to get some spring steel made up because they kind of ripped some mounts off, redo some stuff here and there, and get this thing back on the scales probably tomorrow. But for now, we're just gonna get the basic stuff done, heat this motor up a little bit after we get the new water in it, lead the cooling at the same time, and drain some hot oil out. That's only 2 races old, but can't hurt.
We don't recommend doing this at home. You may break the
Okay.
radiator.
No, this radiator's solid. Just don't do it with a plastic radiator. That'd be a different story. Yeah, there's a little bit of dirt in there. Not horrible. Yeah. All right, so I don't really know how much degrees that's worth. Maybe 5, 10.
At the max.
I don't know, but it's going the right direction, getting it out of there. So put it back in, see what it does this weekend. It's only supposed to be about, I think, in the 90s, so it's not gonna be 100 degrees, but we'll have a kind of a back-to-back test with it being hot 2 weekends ago and hot this weekend. If it gets up to 210, I'll be very happy. Not 225. All right, Livia hooked us up with a very excellent dinner. Had yogurt in the salad. Apparently, I've known Eric for 4 years now. I never knew he was lactose intolerant. But he is. Very good
friends
things.
we are.
Very
It's
good.
a lesson to show you how great guys communicate with each other.
That's right.
4+
I
years.
communicate a lot, and I didn't know that about you. School guys.
So we got a leak down there. What the hell?
Okay, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't
Okay,
know.
radiator cleaned out.
That in-house shape.
Next is get this oil hot and changed. Fan works good.
Time to change some oil.
Got on
Rubber.
a thin ass one that's not gonna protect you from shit.
temperature of the oil, God knows.
All right, let's see what this oil looks like.
Where'd it go?
I don't know. It's not too dark.
Where's the plug? Oh, there it is.
Don't lose the washer.
No, I don't. I got the washer.
All right. Just draining.
It's up here, right?
Yeah, I'll get you a rag. Alright, so while HBC Eric's out there changing the oil, I'm gonna get the tires on the new rims. There you go. We're gonna go to a 3-off on the right rear. We've had a 2-off on it for a long time, and I think a 3-off's gonna be a better deal for us. Yeah, I know it's gonna make the car a little bit tighter on entry, but I think it's gonna get the weight transfer to the right rear in a better fashion, especially coming off the corner. So I'm gonna try, I got one right here at the 3-off, it's gonna go on the right rear, practice tire. So I'm getting the worst tires I have right now to burn up on the practice runs to keep our good stuff good for longer. And this is gonna be the other one right here. This tire right here, I've had for a long time, as you can see, grooved down with the cord, and we're gonna fry this baby off and get it totally bald at practice, and we'll throw on the other one. But this guy's also got a little bit of damage on the sidewall, so I'll be glad when this thing's bald so I can throw it away. Getting this guy on. I don't know what this kind of a beadlock ring is called, but I like it. It looks pretty mean. This is bled, all right. All right, Eric got the perfection on the oil filter bleed. Got that baby filled all the way up to the top where the actual O-ring is.
And then some.
And then some. All right, so after you guys get these beadlocks down with the gun, you don't want to put a lot of torque to them, so you want to put a torque wrench on them.
All
So,
the torque, 100 foot-pounds.
yeah, you got to make sure you put a torque wrench on them. So you go like right about there. Oops. On every single one of these bolts, because you don't want to trust the gun. I've heard the horror stories where these things come off when you air them up and then they shoot off and kill people and stuff like that. So always gotta be safe than sorry. This thing sucks. All right, so we're at that point in the night where we've had about just enough beers to feel confident enough to start welding on the car. And HPC Eric's here welding up the exhaust. Had a little weld break in the last race, and so he's tackling that right now. I'm just draining some oil, you know, doing some regular old Joe stuff right now. Got both the tires mounted up here. Gonna wait for the RTV to dry overnight, because if you guys like a little bit of insurance like I do, then you put a little bit of RTV around the inside of the tire bead here, and let that baby dry up overnight, and then hit them with some air in the morning. And this guy we had right here is about 60 psi for the last 2 days, sitting outside in the sun trying to get this thing to grow a little bit. It was an 84.5, and now it's an 87. We're gonna let this thing settle in a little bit over the night at the correct tire pressure at 20 psi, and then see if it's in the 85.5 to 86 range. We'll see. All right, so this baby sat at 20 psi all night long, and now she's rolling out to 86.5 now. So we grew it about 2 inches. Right on the money, pretty much where I wanted it to be. All right, so I got the car, I'll tore it back apart again. Left quarter panel's off, right quarter panel's off, doors off. Found some stuff on the rear end that I just kind of overlooked, I guess, in the past. So I'm trying to fix that stuff up a little bit. And right now, these tires have all been about 20 psi all day long. So they're all the same temperature right now. And I'm gonna get a readout on them and see what stagger I'm gonna be running for tomorrow. And trying those two new, not new, but trying the 3-offs on the right hand side, the right rear. So that's pretty much gonna do it for me. I'm gonna get this thing on scales and do a bunch of number crunching in my head, so I'm not gonna get on the video for any of that stuff, just so I can try to do my best job on it and focus. So I will see you guys tomorrow at the track, Antioch Speedway, August 12th for practice day. So don't forget, guys, if it's bent, it ain't broken. We'll see you tomorrow racing the super truck. Hope she's fast.